Alright guys, we're working on a funk groove style today, and there's really not much to it. More of it's rhythmically challenging more than anything else, but alright, so basically when you do kind of a funk groove style, in the right hand you'll be using fourths. Now if you don't know what a fourth is, it's just four notes apart. If I take a C and go up to an F, C, D, E, F, that's four notes, and that gives you a fourth. Now I'm in a D minor type feel here, so what I did is I wrote down up here the fourths that you can use in this style. So once you get this D minor thing down, you can kind of improvise in this style and vamp. But if we start with D, because D is our root note because we're in D minor here, D and A, that's a fourth. So D and A, and we're going to go up to F and C, and then G and D, and then A and E, and then C and G, and then D and A. So, we're putting fourths beneath that. Alright, and that kind of gives us our fourth sound already, or our kind of funk groove. And of course you can play them all over the piano. Now, in the left hand we're basically going to have an octave and a fifth. We're in the key of D here, D minor, and we're using the D octave, and I'm going to put an A in the middle for the fifth, and you're just going to kind of, play a kind of a groovy rhythm just wherever we can fit it in with the left hand. The simplest thing to do is just to go. So I'm just playing at the beginning of each box there, but later on I want you to try to fit it in between. Play the D and the A and the D in a different order and kind of move it around like something like this. Okay, so fit it in where you can and begin to start to give that a shot. But in the right hand I'm going to use these fourths that I have up here, D and A together, down to C and G, back to D and A, and then up to F and C. Hold that for a little bit. And this is just a little kind of thing I put together real quick, so it's not, change it if you want. Back to C, G, up to D and A. So, bum, 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 bum. And then I'm going to start this box like I did that one. Bum, bum, bum. Then I'm going to go down to G, sharp, and D. Bum, bum, bum. So G, sharp, D 2 times. And then G natural and C sharp. On the left hand I'm going to put a B flat octave here and then an A octave. And I'm going to go bum, bum, bum. And then I have a little turnaround. It's kind of neat. Da-da-da-da. That's too hard for you, just leave it out. So A, and then I'm going to have C, C sharp, D, fast. Da-da-da-da, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. That just gets me back here, okay? Da-da-da-da-da. Because I'm just going to vamp and just kind of make up stuff with it. And then when you go through it again, you can even put the D and the G sharp up here and go like that. Okay, so whatever, I haven't worked on this, but the main thing is to really get, the simplest thing to get a kind of a funk groove sound is to use these fourths when you play. And you can, of course, do this in all the other keys just besides D minor. But I thought I'd give you a start with this video.